My name is Paige. I'm 33 years old and a working housewife. I live with my 35-year-old salaryman husband, Michael, and our 5-year-old daughter, Pauline. My daughter, Pauline, loves her preschool, to the point where even on the weekends, she's always begging to go to preschool. On the weekends, we try to spend them as a family together, but maybe Pauline is at the age where she should rather hang out with her friends. The weather was nice today, so our family was planning on going to the nearby park and enjoying the day together.
All right, Pauline, let's play hide and seek with Daddy.
Well, then I'm gonna be it, so you go hide, Daddy.
What? Pauline, you're gonna be it instead of your dad?
Yeah, Mom, and you can just watch us as your family happily plays together in the park.
What? But I also want to happily play with my family in the park today.
Okay, I'm gonna start counting. 1, 2, 3.
Alrighty, Daddy's gonna hide.
Michael's got excited and he ran off somewhere to go look for a hiding place.
Alright, and that's done. Okay, now I can enjoy the day.
What?
As soon as we get outside, Daddy always tries to act like he's a good dad and play with me, and he's a pain. So I got rid of him. Mommy, let's go to the slides.
Got rid of him. Is that okay? It was true. That inside of the house, it was almost shocking how Michael did absolutely nothing. However, as soon as we get outside, he proactively tries to play with Pauline. And Pauline sees right through him. She must not have liked that the only time he tries to be a dad is when he's outside and putting on the act. As Pauline and I were playing together for a while, that was when Rachel, who goes to the same preschool as Pauline, and her mom, Miss Amy, arrived.
Oh, look, it's Rachel! Pauline, do you want to go to the swings? Yeah, let's go!
What? Please don't leave your mommy here. And so I was stuck left alone with Miss Amy. Tell the truth, I actually wasn't very fond of this with Miss Amy, and that's because...
Miss Paige, a long time no see. As usual, you and Pauline are just like sisters.
Thank you very much.
Oh, goodness. Did that sound like a compliment? You must be clueless. Oh, I know. Do you not know how to read the room?
Ugh, I take back what I just said. I'm not fond of this woman at all.
Oh, is that your friend?
And that was when my husband, who was probably hiding in the bushes somewhere, must have been tired of waiting and came out. Michael, you have ants on your head.
Oh my, so this person's your husband?
When I looked over at Miss Amy, her voice had gone up in a tone in an instant, and she was looking at my husband with sparkling hearts in her eyes. Hey, why do I have a bad feeling about this?
Me? Yes, I'm a playful daddy that was playing a serious game of hide and seek with my daughter.
Why is he unnecessarily trying to act like a good dad?
That must be nice. I didn't know you had such a wonderful husband.
Why are you saying that in such a baby voice? Is it just me, or is Miss Amy locked onto Michael?
Pauline's daddy, you might be perfect as my husband.
As she said that, Miss Amy flashed a wink at Michael. There is no way that this is going to fall for such an outdated trick.
If you'd like, would you like to play hide and seek with me?
What? No way, he fell for it?
Yes, oh, I'm so happy.
Right after the interaction, to my disbelief, Miss Amy and Michael snuck off together and started playing hide and seek. I was so shocked by what just happened that I wasn't able to stop them as they ran off. Pauline found them straight away, so their hide and seek ended immediately, which was a huge help. However, after that day, Michael turned into a completely different person. From the next day, he started saying he was working overtime and came home later and later. And after a while, he would say he had a business trip and started leaving the house on most weekends. This is clearly suspicious. It's way too obvious. Recently on the weekends, he would douse himself in cologne before going out, even though he had never worn any kind of perfume until now. 3 months later. Of course, there was no way I was just going to leave this situation. I let Michael swim about for a while, and I made sure to have a strategy to gather evidence of the affair. At that time, I received the most unbelievable phone call from Miss Amy.
Miss Page, a long time no speak. Well, even though I am seeing Michael all the time.
Huh? Excuse me? Her very first words is a declaration that she's having an affair.
Actually, I'm calling because I have an announcement for you, Paige. I'm actually going to become a mom.
What are you saying? But you already are a mom to Rachel.
Oh, please. Actually, I'm pregnant right now. Of course, with Michael's child.
What? I already expected most of what was going on in the affair, but I didn't imagine them to go so far as to get pregnant.
So I'm going to take your husband now. And your husband got me pregnant, so I look forward to getting the settlement from you.
Huh? Wait, why on earth should I have to pay the settlement fee?
Oh dear, looks like you don't know the way the world works, Miss Page.
Excuse me? No, you're the one that doesn't know.
According to the law, whenever the cheating partner gets a woman pregnant, she has a right to collect the settlement fee from the wife. And Michael is really excited to become the father of the baby in my stomach. And when I think about all the things that I'm gonna have to deal with from the pregnancy, which is a handful, and the birth, and then raising the baby, I think $100,000 for a settlement fee sounds appropriate.
No way, seriously, what is this woman saying? There were so many things that I wanted to say, but I was so shocked that my husband got his mistress pregnant that I was at a loss for words. But without paying any mind to how I might be feeling, Miss Amy continued on to say even more outrageous words.
Miss Page, I'm sure you don't want other people to know that your husband got another woman pregnant, do you? So if you calmly give me the settlement fee of $100,000 and your husband, then I won't make it a big deal. Once you prepare the money, you can hand it over to Michael, and you should enjoy these last few days with your family. Thank you for introducing me to your wonderful husband.
What did you just say? Hey, wait a minute. Without listening to my last words, Miss Amy hung up the phone. Inside of my mind, the words pregnancy, affair, settlement fee were circling through my brain. I was planning on confronting Michael with the evidence I had of the affair, but never thought that Miss Amy would tell me herself. My phone in my hand, I was stunned. That was when Pauline came over to me.
Mommy, is Daddy gonna become a Rachel's daddy?
What?
The other day, Rachel said to me, your daddy is my daddy. So me and you are gonna be sisters. Which one of us is gonna be the big sister? Is what she asked me.
What? Rachel asked you that?
So I told Rachel because her birthday is after mine that I'm the oldest sister. So call me Big Sis, my little sister. That's what I said to her.
But big sis, wait, no, that's not what I'm supposed to be concerned about right now. I couldn't believe that was a conversation that our daughters were having between themselves. Those bastards!
But you know, when I think about it, I don't really want my daddy to become Rachel's daddy.
But Pauline, even though she's never seemed that interested in her dad, I guess her dad is still the daddy that she loves. And then to save her going to get a divorce, she's going to be sad. You're right. I'm sure you don't want your daddy to become the daddy of another girl.
What are you saying, Mommy?
What?
That sort of disappointing, smelly man, if somebody says they want him, then I would be happy to put a big ribbon on him and give him away as a gift. And I don't know what's gotten into him, but he's bathing himself in perfume, and his smelly feet is fixing with the cheap perfume, and he's become even more of a disappointing, smelly man.
But Pauline, you don't hold back.
And Rachel's my real friend, so there's no way that I want my real friend to be stuck with a daddy like that. Especially because Rachel's mommies are such a disappointing airhead that I already feel bad for her. I would never want her to end up with the most disappointing smelly man daddy who uses his daughter at the park to pretend like he's a good dad, but is really just looking around the reactions of all the other beautiful moms. He's the #1 most disappointing man award, and I can't let Rachel end up with a daddy like that.
Oh, that's what you mean.
I know you feel the same way, Mommy. Why should should Rachel have to get punished?
Well, that disappointing person is still technically my husband, but... Well, she's only telling the truth, so I have nothing else to say. It was true that my husband would purposely try to act like a good dad in the park, and there were times that I found it irritating. But it makes sense that he was just doing that to show off to the other moms. And Pauline wasn't upset that her dad was being taken. She wanted to protect her friend.
But you'll protect my friend if she's a real friend, right? I believe in you, Mommy, that you'll do something so lukewarm as to just get a divorce and call it quits.
What are you saying, Pauline? I'm sure you know better than anybody that I'm not a lukewarm person like that. Don't worry, I'm gonna protect you and Rachel. I don't have time to be pushed down like this. I need to stand up for the sake of the children. I immediately organized the evidence of the affair, and I told Michael that I got the phone call from Amy, and he was quick to confess to the affair. Not only that, but immediately packed up and moved into Amy's house. It was all a mess. Over the next weekend, we made plans for the three of us to speak together. Well, this is where I start to get busy. That weekend, Amy and Michael came over to my family. I asked my parents to look after Pauline so we could speak freely. Amy was rubbing her flat belly with a look on her face as though she had won.
So, did you prepare the 100,000? Hurry up and pay the money and let Michael be free.
As usual, Amy was saying the most outrageous things. Next to her, Michael had a confident look on his face.
I'll give you this house, Paige, so you can root for our happiness from the shadows here.
No, we're renting this place. Seriously, these two are both so useless that perhaps they are a perfect match. If there is, I don't even know what to begin with telling them. Look, we're renting this house $100,000 settlement fee for a divorce, and it's not like you're some celebrity somewhere. And on top of all that, why should I, as the one that was cheated on and suddenly told to get a divorce, have to pay any settlement fee? Of course, there was no way that I prepared $100,000 for them. However, Amy then pulled out her phone and she pulled out screenshots that she had taken from some article online. It was true that in the article, in the event that the mistress was already married, or if the mistress got pregnant, that they can collect a settlement fee.
Which means that you have to take responsibility for your husband's mistake as his wife. And this is why this country is so good at protecting unborn children. Because even if you have an affair, the one that gets pregnant is the one that wins. I definitely made the right call stealing your husband.
Hey, what did you just say? Are you telling me that you went after a married man on purpose for this reason? This woman, it's just as Pauline said, way too disappointing.
Rachel's gonna have a daddy, and we're gonna have 100,000. I'm a genius.
Sure, in some ways. Seriously, Amy, you are a genius. What a great plan to go after the parents of the other kids at the preschool your daughter goes to, because you were after a settlement fee from their wives.
Well, not that much.
Oh dear, I'm not complimenting her, but I'm glad you can't read the room.
So sorry for stealing him. But thanks to you, we are going to be so happy.
Oh dear, the future that the two of them see for themselves must be so colorful. I can almost see them skipping through the flower fields in their minds. I almost felt bad for the two of them who are smiling so happily, but I'm about to stomp all over those flower fields with my muddy feet. I see. Unfortunately for you, you'll be the one paying the settlement fee.
Huh? Why?
If anything, I'm the one that wants to ask why you think that you are going to be resuming any settlement fee from me. Oh, that's right. You read it online, right? But that article that you screenshotted so well, why don't you actually read the whole thing?
I did read it.
Amy seemed to panic as she pulled out her phone once again.
So, see? In the event of a pregnancy, it says that a mistress can collect a settlement fee.
Wow, I guess this woman doesn't have any reading comprehension skills. She continues to disappoint, but why don't I teach her? In that article, it says that in the event of pregnancy and the male forces the woman not to have the baby, then the woman can collect the settlement fee. And not only that, not from the wife, but from that man.
What? From me? Why?
That's right, but Michael hasn't done anything wrong.
He betrayed his wife and his daughter. But even if I said that, there's no way that these two would be able to understand in their flower fields. Amy, you're going to give birth to the child and get married to the man that cheated and live your life happily. You're not hurt in the situation at all. The settlement fee is something that you receive when you get hurt or you receive some kind of damage. We are the ones that had our family torn apart, and so as the ones who had the affair, you're the ones that are going to have to pay the settlement fee. Why don't you go ahead and read the article one more time? Where does it say that if you become pregnant with a married man's child, you get money from the wife? See? Here. Right there it says in the event that you don't give birth to the child. I pointed at her phone screen and I made sure they both read it.
What? Wait a minute. Does that mean that I don't get 100,000 then?
I've been trying to tell you that this entire time. Not only do you have zero reading comprehension skills, you have zero understanding skills either.
No way.
I only got on board because I heard that if I get remarried to you, then we could get $100,000.
Huh? So you're after my settlement fee from the beginning.
No, that's not it. I knew that there would be a big problem if you found out about the affair, so I tried to break up with her once. But then, Amy taught me that if she gets pregnant, then you can't collect a settlement fee, then it would be fine. And that's the only reason why I was going to leave you for Amy, who's younger and prettier and obsessed with me.
Wow, this is so unbelievably terrible that I have no words.
What is wrong with this site? Useless.
And now she's angry at her phone that has done nothing wrong.
Ugh, this means that there's no point in me going after a married person.
Oh dear, that's not necessarily true.
What?
Because this means that I can collect a settlement fee from the both of you. And I also get to divorce my husband who's trying to show off to all the other moms at the park. Thanks to you meeting each other, I'm going to be able to restart my life with my daughter. And for the sake of our happiness, there's definitely a point in that.
What the hell is that? I'm not going to be paying any settlement fee.
I'm sure that it won't be possible for you. Even just having an affair with a married man is a heavy enough sin. But on top of that, you went out of your way to call me and report the pregnancy, and then try to push me into a divorce. To have direct contact with me and the pressure that you try to apply to me will probably make that settlement fee jump even higher.
Huh?
Also, the fact that it's a parent from your daughter's preschool is another minus point. Also, the fact that you're living together before the divorce even goes through, there's no doubt that there's going to be a disadvantage for you.
Excuse me? First of all, the pregnancy was all lie anyway. And if I'm not going to get a settlement fee, I don't need this guy anyway.
Whoa, what did you just say?
You're not pregnant?
Wait, even Michael didn't know that.
That's right. I thought that I'd be able to get a settlement fee if I got pregnant, so I lied. Here, I'll give this guy back to you. Thank goodness this is before I got remarried. That means I won't have to pay a settlement fee.
They may try to get up and leave as she said that, but she's not going to be able to go home so easily. I'm afraid that this item is a no refund, no returns.
Excuse me? Don't treat me like an object!
Oh, you're right. It'd be rude to the objects for treating them the same as you. There's no way to regain the trust and love that's already been lost. So whether you throw Michael away or not, it doesn't change that I will be getting a divorce.
In that case, you're getting a divorce out of your own will, so you better not come after me for a settlement fee.
Are you ever going to stop with the jokes? You need to hurry up and get out of those flower fields. Because of your affair, my family was destroyed. So of course you're going to be paying quite the amount of a settlement fee.
But...
There are no buts.
Ah!
You don't even have the realization that you're a mother. What kind of selfish things are you doing at the preschool that your daughter attends? And why are you going after your daughter's best friend's dad? What were you going to do if our daughter's friendships were destroyed because of you? If you thought about your daughter for one moment, you would never tell such a pathetic lie like you're pregnant or go after a fellow mother's husband. And with this incident, you're gonna have all of Rachel's custody stolen by your ex-husband.
What?
Whenever you secretly meet up with Michael, you're leaving Rachel with your ex-husband, aren't you?
How do you know that?
Who do you think I am? There's nothing that I don't know. Besides the fact that the pregnancy was a lie.
Huh? Amy's ex-husband threw his family away and has gone missing and...
And yet, surprise, this woman is not only receiving money from him every single month, she seems to think he's a useful daycare to leave her daughter every single time she goes out to mess around on the weekends. And first of all, the reason why they got divorced in the first place was because of Amy messing around too much at night. Everybody thought that her ex-husband would get full custody of Rachel, but when they got divorced, she was still a baby, and he had no choice but to give up. But with this incident, you're gonna be at a major disadvantage. And your daughter has even said from the very beginning that she wants to go and stay with her dad.
How do you even know all that?
Like I said, there's nothing that I don't know. Because I am Paige after all. Tell the truth, I had actually gotten in touch with Rachel and her father, and they told me everything. Aren't you glad now that two of you can start your newlywed lives together, just the two of you? You guys can help each other to pay the settlement fee and continue paying the child support fees.
What? I thought that we weren't gonna get a divorce.
Would that be the result?
No way, I don't want to get married to a guy like this.
But you and I are husband and wife. We can talk about this and resolve it together. Please, Paige!
Of course, I refused to listen to either of them, and after that, I went through a lawyer and officially collected a settlement fee and got a divorce. On that day, Rachel was already staying with her father, and after that, she remained at her father's house, and he gained full custody of Rachel. On the other hand, Amy lost all the money that she had been receiving every month, and instead she had to take out a loan to pay the settlement fee to me. She also had to pay child support fees to her ex-husband, and she was riddled in debt. It seems that she is really struggling in life right now. Michael came crying to me that he didn't want to go to divorce, but I recorded the entire phone conversation with Amy, and also had plenty of other evidence about the affair. So we had artists, and I was able to receive a settlement fee of $60,000. To this day, it seems that he's going to the park on the weekends, but he was there by himself and watching all the other moms around the park, and they thought it was creepy, and he was reported to the police. He was found and arrested. He can't even act like a father anymore. In the end, he quit his job, and he was also disowned by his family, and I heard now he's playing the role of the homeless. After that, Pauline and I moved houses, and as for her friend, I mean her real friend Rachel, we still see her from time to time. And Pauline told me that Rachel smiles and laughs way more than she used to. Today we're going to be hanging out at the park with Rachel and her dad.
Alright, let's play hide and seek.
Hide and seek? Wait a minute, are you trying to get rid of me?
Get rid of? What are you talking about?
What? Well,
Today is the real hide and seek competition, and Mommy, you're it!
what?
Make sure you find us!
Alright, well then everybody hide. I'm gonna count. 1, 2. The time that I got to spend with my daughter is a treasure, and I hope that we can all try to find a path for our children that makes them the most happy.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!